Hi, my name is Sariha and welcome to my YouTube channel, Only Sariha. Thank you for being here. Thank you for coming back. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for following. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for doing all the things that you do on social media. I greatly appreciate it. And thank you to all of the 300 friends that we have now. We are on our way to 3 million. And you're going to help me get there. So I appreciate you. Anyway, I have been making it a habit to think on paper. So I have a few things that I want to share with you. I have my phone, I have my notes, and we're just going to go over some topics that's been on my mind every day. Every day I am making it a habit to just write down topics that are on my mind, topics that I get to rant about throughout the week, questions that I get asked that are not about me, some that are about me, because why not make it about me? So that it can help you. Why not share my story so that it can help you? Why not share my experience so that it can help you? I am a self-mastery advocate by example. So, some topics that have been on my mind and some questions that I have been getting asked. And we're on a little bit of a time crunch because I don't want anyone to walk in on me and I'm just like sitting in the kitchen. So, the first topic is how to start a business with no money. And I have my notes. So, how to start a business with no money. We're going to go through them real quick. A list of 5 steps. This is going to be quick and easy. I can make another video going through the steps in more detail, but this is going to be a quick how to start a business in 5 steps. This is probably something that you already know and you just have not done yet. Why haven't you done it yet? I'm supporting you. You should start your business. And here's how. First step, decide. Decide that you want to start a business. Decide what it is that you want to start. And you don't have to commit to it for 30, 40, 50 years. You just have to commit to starting. Find something to sell. Find a problem to solve. Create an offer. On my TikTok, I discuss how you can create offers or find different offerings to offer on platforms like Fiverr, a platform full of freelancers offering their service. And the great thing about it is you can market those services off of the Fiverr platform, send your customers to Fiverr to pay. You don't even have to have a website. You don't have to have an app. You don't have to have customers. You don't have to have anything specified yet. All you need is an offer. And then you go to platforms like Fiverr and find the customers. The customers will find you if you set it up correctly. And there are a plethora of resources to help you set up your Fiverr correctly. And there are a plethora of examples of people already doing it on Fiverr, so you have no excuses but to 1, decide. Yes. Okay, 2, how much money do you need? What is the goal? Are we trying to replace our job income? Are we trying to get extra income? Are we trying to just prove our concepts and prove that we can do it? How much money do you need right now? How much money do you need to make it worth your time in 6 months, in a year? And then we're going to reverse engineer it. If we need $12,000 in a year, that means we need to offer $1,000 a month. We need to make $1,000 a month. We need an offer that we can accumulate $1,000 a month from. That's just easy math. How can we do that? What can we offer every day that accumulates to $1,000 at the end of 30 days? Reverse engineer it. And then we put that on our platform and we sell accordingly. It doesn't have to be hard. Okay. 3, educate yourself. Look into the different platforms. Look into the different offers and solutions. Look into what people you are interested in are doing and selling. Look around. Fiverr, freelancer.com, care.com, Google, Instagram, TikTok. Look into different opportunities. Educate yourself into what is available, what is out there. Educate yourself on your chosen industry. And we can go into that more. How do you find the business that you would be good at? That's a whole nother video. Whole nother topic. But once you decide that you want to do it, once you know how much money you need to really get into it, and 3, once you educate yourself and do the research on it, you will know your capability, your capacity, what you can handle, and what you cannot handle, what you don't want to handle. Because there are some things in some industries that you just don't want to get involved with. And that's okay. For me, that's the medical industry. That's healthcare. I particularly don't want to get involved in that industry. But that does not mean that that is off limits. That just means I've done the research to know that I can avoid that industry and go into business. I can avoid that industry and go to finance. I can avoid that industry, or maybe not avoid it. Maybe go into a sub-industry of medical and go into medical clothing. What about scrubs? What about medical utensils? What about medical terminology and research and business? What about medical studies? What about... There is no industry that don't have little sub-industries and little niches. You can research whatever it is that you have the capacity to deal with. But the goal is to research. The goal is to know your options and know your capabilities. And if you're not already following me on TikTok, if you're not already subscribed here on YouTube, I share opportunities, possibilities, research all the time. Last week, I shared about personal seat licensing, making money in the entertainment and arena space. A lot of people didn't even know that was possible. Why? Because they did not research. Maybe your industry that you're interested in is not entertainment, it's not venues, it's not sports and concerts. Maybe your industry is contracting or licensing. Personal seat licensing is a subgenre of that. And it's an excellent opportunity to generate income, earn extra income, a perfect opportunity to make money off of something that you would have, maybe, possibly wanted anyway. Who doesn't want to go to a concert every now and then? Who doesn't want to go to a basketball game every now and then? It's fun. People do it at their leisure, and most of the time, it is an luxury. You don't need to go to a basketball game. You don't need to go to a concert, but it is a luxury. And here in America, we love our luxuries. So, win-win, right? Right. Okay. Number 4 is make the first step. Talk about what you're going to offer. You don't have to have an offer generated already, but if you are thinking about it, start talking about it. Start talking about the research that you're doing. Start talking about... Yes.
How much was that bill from the red car when we called that lady originally?
Sorry. If you're not subscribed, subscribe, like, comment. Let me know what business you're thinking about opening. Let me know what industry you're currently in, and I may give you some ideas about other sub niches and genres you can go into, because the business industry, the job that you're currently in, you couldn't be making money from it on the side. You could. You could be offering your services and your knowledge on the side. You could. And I can give you some great ideas. So let me know, what industry are you in? What job are you currently in? Do you like it? Do you love it? Are you looking for extra income? Do you keep your business options open? Okay, so 4. We're on number 4. Start talking about your industry, your product, your customer. What is it that you're doing? Where are you doing it? Who are you offering it to? Start talking about it. Start letting people know that you're interested in this topic. Start being a subject matter expert. Start being a primary point of contact. You don't necessarily have to ask people to buy. You have to let people know that you are in the industry. You are the person to go to. You are the go-to. You know what you're talking about. And maybe it's not even you. Maybe you don't want your face on it. Because I was in that position for a long time. I had a bunch of businesses. Never put my face on it. Never put my name on it. But I made a blog about it. But I made faceless content about it, but I secured the domain. I secured the social media presence for that name. I secured the intellectual property, the new business or the new industry that you are interested in. But you can start making progress towards learning more about the industry, learning more about the steps to make the business legitimized, which we're going to talk about business formation next. Okay, so next, let's get to the number 5. Is ask people to buy. That's it. Just set a goal. Just set a goal. Say, I'm going to ask 10 people to buy today. It does not matter what their response is. It does not matter what their answer is. It does not matter what their objections are. It does not matter what questions they ask. Just you asking 10 people to purchase, to listen, to consume your product, to consume your offer, to consume your time and invest in your time. And now you have a business. Now you are officially in business as a sole proprietor. As long as you get to those 5 steps, decide, know how much money it's going to cost you, do your research, educate yourself, do your research and educate yourself. We're going to put that at number 3. Make the first step by talking about it, doing the thing, right? And then number 5 is asking people to buy. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. You can do it in a peasy. You can do that. 5 steps. That's it. 5 steps. 5, that's all. 5, you know ball. 5, give me a call. 5, put it in the chat. Let me know what business you're thinking about starting. And again, subscribe and get more ideas for growing. Get more ideas for enhancing. Get more ideas to keep yourself chipper, because it's not an easy 5. It's simple, but it's not easy for everyone. And I get that, because I was there. I understand. Okay. Some tips for your business idea. This is, again, everything that I wrote down. Can you believe this is just what I was thinking about on a random Monday or something? Expensive offer to a select audience. Meaning, if you're going to offer something relatively expensive, and to me, I say expensive being over $200. If your offer is over $200, then you know you have a selective audience. Meaning you know exactly who you're talking to. So if I was selling medical equipment, I know I'm talking to doctors' offices. I know I'm talking to physicians and surgeons. It is a very specific niche community, meaning I don't have to talk to me. I'm not going to buy your medical equipment. If you have a cheap offer, cheap being 99 cents to, let's say, $79.99, right? 99 cents to $80, or 99 cents to $90, depending on what the item is. Roughly keeping it under $100. We're going to have a bigger audience. That means stuff like Instagram will be good. Stuff like TikTok will be good. YouTube, social media, ads, Google. You have a bigger audience, and the bigger the audience, the more people you're talking to, the more generalized the product. Okay, and maybe that's good depending on your industry, but just know the more expensive, the nicher, the more specific, the smaller the audience. And in general, you typically want to have one person in mind that you're talking to. You want to have one profile person, the person that you're talking to. It might be even you, but different topic for another video. Let me know if you want to hear that, about how to create your avatar for the person that you are selling to. Let me know in the comments. Also, PSI. PSI is a trusted state testing partner, right? They conduct the testing for all of the state certifications. What does that mean? That means you can go on the PSI website and look up the certifications. Look up what industries they're offering in. And then once you look up the industry and the certification, you can go on Google and look up how much do they make, what are the requirements, how much do I need to get started in this industry. Some of the tests that PSI offers are open book tests. All you have to do is do your research, do a little bit of studying, gain that knowledge, and all of a sudden you're a general contractor. Mind you, it's only a 4-hour course required to be a general contractor and some experience. 4-hour course and some experience and an open book test, and you can be a general contractor. And you can be building people's decks, and you can have an offer, man or female. Because guess what? With that contractor's license, you can contract out the work. You don't have to do the work as long as you have the license. Now that's in some states, but again, PSI breaks it down state by state. They are a trusted state partner for testing. Hint, hint, wink, wink, if you get what I'm saying. Drop it down in the comments. You can find the certifications, do a little backwards engineering, rigmarole, and figure out what industry best suits you. There is the food safety industry, there is real estate, there is contractors, there are all kind of things in industries that maybe you're familiar with, maybe you're currently working in, and you can just get a certificate because you already have the background and experience. Food for thought, PSI. Okay, and we already talked about freelancers, so the websites like Upwork, Fiverr, care.com, peoplepartnerfreelancer.com. There are a bunch of freelancer opportunities and websites that you can look at. And drop it down in the comments your favorite.